Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to Ethereal Guidance. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Bree and I am a tarot reader here on YouTube. I just really quickly want to thank you so much for clicking on this video and being here with me today. I'm really excited to get into today's reading. Today we are going to be looking at what your next achievement will be. So I have three groups for you to choose from. We have pile number 1 with the citrine, pile 2 with the desert rose, and pile 3 with the fluorite. So feel free to pause the video if you need more time to meditate on the piles. As always, the timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you all in your readings. Hi pile 1, if you chose this citrine, then this is going to be your reading where we are looking at what your next achievement will be. So let's go ahead and get in. We're going to actually start off with your tarot, so I'm going to place your oracle cards to the side here. And let's see, for pile number 1, please, Spirit, pile number 1, what is pile 1's next achievement? What will pile 1 achieve next? So we have the moon. We have the devil. Okay, so I very clearly heard conquering your fears with the moon energy, and even the devil, because the devil can definitely talk about having fear that keeps you stuck, and the moon is a very kind of murky, mysterious energy. It's the unknown. So I kind of feel like you'll be conquering some sort of a fear here. What is pile 1's next achievement? And getting out of just like a dark place in general. We have the Knight of Cups. What is pile 1's? We have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, pile number 1. Your next achievement, I feel like, will be conquering your inner demons, your fears, even the fear of the unknown. I feel like you may be someone who feels quite stuck in your life at the moment. And this could be pertaining to any area of your life or just life in general. You may be someone that feels very just stuck and very uncertain about the future, uncertain about where to go. And I do feel like there's a lot of fear here within you, pile 1, with the moon. Like there's just so much just unknown energy, right? You don't know where you're going. You don't know maybe about what steps you want to take next. But I do feel like you're probably someone who's like, I want to make a change, you know? I want to go out there. I want to pursue my dreams. I want to follow my heart. I just don't know how to do it. And, you know, like I said, there's probably fear here that I feel like many of you are kind of experiencing. And I feel like what you're achieving next is you conquering that fear. You finding the strength to step into the unknown, to be a little bit more spontaneous, to be a little bit more, I was hearing daredevil. It just kind of feels like an energy of you taking risks, you pursuing what your heart is calling you towards. So your next achievement, pile 1, is you conquering any kind of fear, any kind of limiting beliefs of the unknown, and you just pursuing your heart wholeheartedly, pile number 1. With the Knight of Cups being here, you know, this is, for me, it's mostly a card of love offers. Like I really associate this card with a love offer, asking someone out, asking someone to go steady, things of this nature. So for some of you, if you've had a fear of maybe pursuing romantic connections, this is also something that I feel like you will be kind of achieving. You know, you will be conquering that fear of pursuing romantic connections. Or this could literally just mean you following your heart, following where your emotions are pulling you towards. You may have a fear of doing that, and I feel like you will be conquering that fear, pile number 1. And the 2 of Pentacles is really a card of balance, you know? It's also about decision making and staying really busy, but I feel like this is you kind of finding an equilibrium within yourself, pile one, to go after what your heart is calling you towards. And that is your next achievement. Like, you're going to feel so, I'm just hearing like ready, you're going to feel so ready. There is a little bit of a spontaneity that I'm picking up. So maybe you've been struggling with getting yourself out there, putting yourself out there in any way. I just feel like you're going to find more of a balance and more of an equilibrium within yourself and also within your life, because I do feel like a lot of you are probably feeling pretty stuck right now, pretty like just uncertain, and it's not a fun energy to be in, trust me, I know. So I feel like you're going to be conquering that, and that is like your next achievement. That's what I'm seeing so far, pile number one. But let's get into your oracle cards now to get some further information. And I do have to say, when I was pulling your oracle cards, pile one, I really meant to get like one of these cards, one of these cards, and two of the tea leaves, but Spirit kept giving me so many cards for your group. It's insane. So let's go ahead and see what you have. You guys have Dragonfly Spirit with change, and you have Willow Spirit with flexibility. Okay, I think I want to put these on the side here. Alrighty. So what I feel like this is really referring to, this is you kind of going with the flow. I feel a little bit. You may be someone who has a fear of, like I said, like a fear of change, a fear of the unknown, a fear of exploring the possibilities that are out there for you, right? And it's not necessarily that you don't want to. I think there's just fear there. Maybe it's a fear of becoming attached to something and then it leaves, there's something about that coming through. So what I feel like what's happening, your next achievement is you becoming more, once again, centered, calm, balanced within yourself. But this is going to allow you to go with the flow a little bit more within your life, and you finding more flexibility when it comes to change in your life, whether this is external change that's affecting you, or this is you being proactive about taking the steps to change your life. I think there's going to be more of just a flow, more of a balance, more of a flexibility there that I think many of you may have been struggling with. This is going to allow you to feel, I'm just hearing free. It's going to allow you to feel free. It's going to allow you to release the shackles that maybe you've placed upon yourself because, of fear. You may be someone that fears change. And I think what's happening is your next achievement is you're conquering that fear. You're allowing yourself to go with the ebbs and flow of life, and allowing yourself to just be more flexible within your own life, not being so rigid, so complacent. And, I feel like a lot of you, even with that Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I feel like a lot of you have this kind of spontaneous energy within you, but you haven't allowed yourself to explore it yet. You have so much passion and creativity and exciting energy within you, but you haven't allowed yourself to explore that. And I feel like what's happening is your next achievement is you conquering anything that's been holding you back. And you, like I said, going with the ebbs and flow of life, and especially as it pertains to change happening within your life, you kind of inviting that in and not being so fearful of it. I feel like there's going to be a shift in mindset from maybe you expecting the worst to you expecting the best, therefore you will receive the best. So yeah, very beautiful energy. I just feel like, you're going to kind of loosen the reins a little bit within your own life, pile number one. So let's see what else you guys have. You guys have Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. Love that. And you have Angel of Strength. Beautiful. Okay. So with Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, this is you stepping through a portal of some sort here. This is you like taking the opportunity to move towards your own happiness, your healing, your ability to conquer fears that you may have, your ability to step into the unknown to find your own personal healing and happiness, pile number 1. This is a very beautiful energy because, with the moon and the devil being here, I feel like a lot of you have probably been in a pretty dark place within yourself, like just personally, internally. I feel like a lot of you have been in a pretty dark place, a pretty uncertain place, like just feeling trapped, not feeling very happy or content with your life, but there's also kind of that fear, that's been holding you back. And I feel like, with this angel of strength, this is literally you having the strength to conquer your fears, like I've been saying this whole time, your ability to conquer your fears so that you can walk through this door to find your personal healing and your happiness here. I feel like some of you may have kind of like blocked off your heart. And this could have been because of, certain experiences in the past that have left you feeling hurt. So you've kind of put up this wall, I feel. And I feel like, you are probably someone who, like I said, has been kind of itching to pursue your passion, pursue what your heart is guiding you towards. And that can be in any part of life, but you've kind of put that wall up. So I feel like you're kind of putting that wall down and you're opening your heart up and you're allowing yourself to experience all of the joys and happiness that life has to offer you. So I feel like a lot of this achievement for you, pile 1, is like a significant change within your mindset and just internally. This is you finding your inner courage, your inner strength, and trusting yourself to make the decisions that will bring you that sense of happiness and that sense of fulfillment. I keep feeling like this rigid feeling, right? I'm being shown like the 4 of Pentacles, which is about holding on tightly to something, holding on tightly to something out of fear. And I feel like a lot of you may have done that, like holding on tightly to your heart, for example, or just holding on tightly to, your heart, just yourself, your well-being, trying to protect yourself. But sometimes it gets to a point where you start blocking your own blessings. And so I think what's happening with you, pile number 1, is you're realizing that. You probably have already realized that. And your next achievement is allowing yourself to open up, open up to your own personal healing, your own happiness, your own fulfillment here, and allowing yourself to go with the ebbs and flows of life and to welcome in the change that is needed for you to experience the happiness and the bliss that you are looking for in this lifetime, pile 1. So let's go ahead and take a look at your last tea leaves here. So you guys have broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Let's see, how do I want to put this? Maybe we'll move these here. Okay. We have gong, an exciting event. We have scale, keep your life in balance. Like I was saying with the 2 of Pentacles, this is about balance. And we also have ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Beautiful. So pile number 1. With broken bridge here, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. This is making me think of like past energy or even like current energy that some of you may be experiencing. And I think it has a lot to do with your internal sort of world. Like I was saying, I felt like some of you may have, put a wall up. You kind of have your heart guarded, right? Because of maybe certain disappointments or past pains, right? That have kind of made you feel like you have to be on guard all the time. And maybe you thought this was the right thing to do. Maybe you felt like, the best way that I can protect myself is by keeping myself closed off. And that was kind of like an unsuccessful outcome to a problem, right? And I think this is you conquering this, I guess what you initially may have, what am I trying to say here? I lost my train of thought. Essentially, this is you realizing that the way that you went about, I guess, protecting yourself was not a successful outcome, right? This was not something that was in your best interest long term, right? So I feel like you were kind of, letting that guard down, letting that wall down. And you're finding more balance within your life with the scales here. Like I was saying, there's more of an equilibrium. And I feel like, you've kind of been tipped over in more of the moon and the devil energy of fear, of feeling stuck, of just lacking that spontaneity that I feel like a lot of you are probably wanting in your life, right? And we do have an exciting event here, and a marriage will take place. So this could either be maybe you're going to a wedding, or we did have the Knight of Cups here. And like I said, some of you may have had a fear of pursuing romantic connections. So I feel like, you could potentially be meeting someone, pile number one, that could potentially lead to marriage, and I feel like if that is the case with the scales here and the Two of Pentacles, this is someone that's going to balance you out very, very well. This is someone that's like your other half, so, which makes sense, of course, with the marriage, that makes sense. But, this could also literally be like you going to a wedding or something of that nature. It could be something else in that realm. But I do feel like for many of you with that Knight of Cups being here, you could also potentially be meeting someone that you could potentially marry, that is just very well suited to you. That's like your other half. Yeah, because even like with Broken Bridge here, it could even be like, once again, you kind of closing off your heart to pursuing romantic connections. Like if you were burned in the past in some way by a past partner, or if something happened where you just felt like, I really shouldn't put my heart out on the line. I shouldn't pursue romantic connections. This is the best way to protect myself. You're kind of realizing, okay, maybe that isn't the best way to go about things. It's like you're realizing you have the strength and realizing that you are fully capable of exploring what your heart is desiring to find that happiness, because just because you're letting your guard down doesn't mean that you are putting yourself in a position to be hurt again, I feel like that's something that you're also realizing. Like, you can still protect yourself while being open and receptive to new energy and new people, And I think that's something that you're realizing, and you're finding that balance within yourself, because sometimes you can be tipped so far over the other way, where, you don't have boundaries and you don't respect yourself, or, things of that nature. You can be tipped so far over that way, or you can be tipped so far over where you're so closed off and you're not receptive to anything or anyone, even when they're here for your highest and greatest good, And so I feel like you're just finding that perfect balance within yourself, pile number one, and you're going to experience so much excitement and joy. And I feel like you're going to just be in the ebbs and flow of life, with all of the beautiful change that is getting ready to occur. It's a very beautiful energy, pile number one. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you. I do hope that this reading was helpful and that it resonated with you. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi Pile 2, if you chose this Desert Rose, then this is going to be your reading where we are looking at what your next achievement will be. So we're going to go ahead and get in. We're going to start off with your tarot. So I'm going to place your oracle cards to the side here. And let's see, what will you achieve next? For pile number 2, please, Spirit. Pile number 2. I keep hearing boss. Let's see though. What will pile 2's next achievement be, Spirit? What will pile 2 achieve next? So we have the 7 of Swords. What will pile 2 achieve next? We have the Ace of Wands. We have the 5 of Swords. One more, please, Spirit. And we have the World. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. So that's that boss energy that I was picking up on. I see the Emperor as someone who is obviously in his divine masculine energy, regardless of gender. This is boss energy, okay? But let's see. 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the World. So I kind of feel like there's something that's been hidden from you, pile number 2, with the 7 of Swords, because this is a card of deception, right? This is a card of hiding things, whether this is another person or if this is you. I feel like for some of you, this is like external factors, something being hidden from you. And I feel like what's happening is like you either have some sort of like a hunch about what this thing is, or you know, like I said, this could be a person that's, you kind of have a hunch is hiding something from you. And I feel like something is going to be revealed with the Ace of Wands being here. Now, the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. This is a very fiery, passionate, creative sort of a beginning. And we have the World here, which is about a cycle completing, right? Endings and beginnings. So I kind of want to clarify, because this could be like a couple things. Like I'm feeling for some, like you're getting some kind of information about a person that has been hiding something from you, but I know that's not going to resonate for all of you. So let me clarify and see, Spirit, what is the 7 of Swords? What is the 7 of Swords, Spirit? The 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. Okay, so this is about conflict here. Conflict, even competition as well. Even the 5 of Swords is about conflict, arguments, being unsatisfied with the results of something here. So this could even have to do with like your creativity, pile number 2, creative inspiration. You may be someone who has been struggling with finding like that creative spark in your life. And this may be something that's been hidden from you on purpose by the divine. And it feels like you're kind of like striving for something here, but it feels like you're getting a lot of pushback. And I think that is kind of like you're conquering that pushback, if that makes sense. It feels like you're trying to achieve something. You're reaching for something with this 5 of Wands, but there's like something being hidden from you that is keeping you stuck or holding you back from being able to achieve this Ace of Wands, which could, like I said, be like a creative spark, inspiration, or just knowledge here. So I think you're going to be achieving, like finding this creative spark, this inspiration that I feel like you've been trying to reach, that you've been trying to strive for, but you've been getting a lot of pushback on. And you know, with the Emperor energy, and like I was saying, I was hearing boss, this could have to do with like you trying to pursue something, like starting a business or being an entrepreneur of some sort. It feels like you've been getting a lot of pushback, but you've been wanting to strive for this thing, but maybe it's like you didn't know the next step, or everything you tried seemed to just not go anywhere, and it's been creating a lot of mental strife for you, pile number 2. So I feel like your next achievement is you conquering that, and this is kind of like a cycle that's kind of wrapping up within your life with the World card. A cycle of pushback, a cycle of conflict, a cycle of like competitiveness. And that's not to say that competitiveness is bad. Healthy competition is always nice, but I feel like it's kind of been keeping you in the dark. Yeah, I just keep hearing pushback. You've been getting a lot of pushback. And I feel like you're going to kind of be conquering that. You know, you're reaching the top. You're finding that inspiration or that creative spark. You're achieving this new beginning that you've been wanting in your life. I want to further clarify though. Spirit, can you clarify the Ace of Wands, please? We have the 5 of Pentacles. So, yeah. 5 of Pentacles, this is a card of lack. It's a card of financial hardship. It's a card of solitude, loneliness, feeling left out in the cold, abandoned. But the thing about the 5 of Pentacles is this is also a card of you having like the free will, you having the opportunity to get up and take this little key here and put it in the lock and freeing yourself. You know, so I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. It's kind of like you taking things into your own hands, you know, that boss energy, you taking control of your life and you finding like that inspiration. This is also kind of giving me the feeling of like you're not backing down from opposition. There's so much like tenacious energy I feel with this pile. So I think you're kind of conquering any kind of lack mindsets, limiting beliefs, and you're kind of finding your niche is what I'm hearing. You're finding your niche. If you've been struggling to find like where you fit, if you've been struggling to find like that spark, like I've been saying, I feel like that's your next achievement. You're finding that niche, you're finding that spark, that inspiration within yourself here. I'm going to go ahead and just finish clarifying these other 2 cards. Let's see, for 5 of Swords, please, Spirit. Can you clarify the 5 of Swords, please? We have the 3 of Swords. So this is pain, heartbreak, setbacks. So some of you could have even gone through a breakup and maybe you've been struggling to get over that. And I feel like your next achievement will definitely kind of, you know, be getting over this heartbreak, this sadness, this disappointment, whatever's kind of been racking your brain. Because I just feel like this is mental anguish as well. I feel like this is going to be something that you're conquering, something that you're releasing here so that you can, I'm hearing get your groove back, you know, get your groove back. Can you clarify the World, please, Spirit? That's too many. Can you clarify the World, please, Spirit? So we have the 4 of Pentacles as well as the Queen of Swords. So yeah, this is, I feel like you've kind of been, it just feels like you've been held back, you know? And you know what? This could even be something that you've been refusing to see yourself, you know? Even if this isn't something that's been hidden from you, it could even be something that you've been refusing to see yourself, something that you've been like not wanting to accept, and it's caused a lot of conflict within you, right? So I think maybe you're kind of accepting things for what they are, especially if this is like pertaining to some sort of a breakup or some sort of an ending. I feel like this is you kind of just accepting things for what they are, you know, because the Queen of Swords, that's a very like it is what it is energy, you know, like there's no BS with the Queen of Swords being here. So I feel like you're wrapping up a cycle of maybe like holding on to things that maybe you know you need to let go of, or people that you know that you need to let go of, and allowing things to just be what they are. And this is something that's going to, like I said, help you get your groove back. It's going to help you find maybe that creative spark or inspiration that you feel like has been missing from your life. It's going to definitely help you achieve your goals as well. I feel like that's your next achievement here. Like you're finding that creative spark or that inspiration, and you're conquering anything that has been holding you back. Whether this is like something being hidden from you or you failing to accept things for what they are. So yeah, very interesting. I want to go ahead and get into your oracle cards now. So you guys have Moonlight Enchantment with Magic here. So this card is literally about like magic, like in your life, in the divine. But also like this moonlight energy is making me think of the Moon card in tarot, which is about things being hidden. And it's also about things kind of being like deliberately hidden, but it's also an energy of like not knowing where to go next, not knowing what to do next. And this is really a card about following like your intuition, you know, what you're being called to do. Even if it's kind of confusing, you can't see what's in front of you, you know, you're just trusting in that. You're trusting in the magic of life. You're trusting in your intuition. You're trusting in the divine here. So I definitely feel like if you've been missing like, I guess that magical aspect of life, especially within yourself, I think that's something that is coming back to you. And this is something that's going to help you even just achieve your goals, you know? It definitely feels like there's some sort of creative spark or inspiration coming back to you, pile 2, that I think has been missing, you know, and I think you've been searching for it, but maybe you've been searching for it in the wrong places. So let's see what else you have here. You guys have Deceit. Look at that. Yeah, there's something that's been like hidden. So, or it could be someone that's been deceitful to you. Like I was saying in the very beginning, maybe you've had a hunch that someone is being dishonest, right? Someone's being dishonest or just not truthful, and maybe that's coming to light here, and maybe that's something that's going to help you have more, I guess, faith in yourself and trusting in yourself more, trusting in your intuition a bit more. But this could also be about you deceiving yourself as well. Like I've been saying, like your failure to accept things for what they are, to accept maybe that a situation is over, or to accept when things are not working. I think that's something that you're realizing, pile number 2, and you're going elsewhere. Like you're wrapping up a cycle of failing to realize like when things are not working, and you're accepting things for what they are. You're releasing your grip on things, and you're finding that Ace of Wands, that new beginning, you know? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your tea leaves. You guys have Purse with Pay Attention to Your Finances. So we did have that 5 of Pentacles here, you know, which can speak of financial hardship. This could even be like another person that's been mooching off of you in some way. So maybe you're finding that out. Maybe you've kind of felt that way, but maybe you didn't want to accept it for what it is. So yes, we have pay attention to your finances. We have Dark Woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. We have Moon with changes in your life. So once again, that moon energy, that moonlight enchantment. We have chair, empty, someone is leaving your life. And we have needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Okay, actually I'm going to put this, I think, right here. How do I want to do this? So yeah, it definitely could be like maybe someone that fits this description of the dark woman, someone with dark hair or complexion that maybe has been deceitful in some way. And maybe this person is leaving your life, you know, or has left your life. And there's kind of like this acceptance. And you know what I'm getting? Like, it doesn't even have to be a woman. Like, disregard gender. It could just be someone with dark hair or dark complexion, darker features in your life that, you know, this could be a breakup with this person. This could be someone that's hurt you, someone that's been deceitful. And maybe like you know that this person either needs to leave your life or that you need to let this person go. This person has hurt you. And I feel like what's happening is like you're finally just letting this person go. Like you're releasing your hold, you're releasing your grip on this person, and you're allowing things to be what they are. Now, for some of you, if this doesn't resonate as a person that could potentially be leaving your life, this could be a version of you that didn't want to accept things for what they are, that is leaving. You know, changes in your life. I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty with this energy, like the moonlight energy, but you're kind of finding your own inner light and you're trusting that through this dark period, through this darkness here. And I think at the end of this, you know, a needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. And I think this has a lot to do with that Ace of Wands, you know, that's that inspiration, that creative spark, that kind of like aha moment of realizing where you want to go next, what you want to do next, just like your next steps in life. I feel like that's like the next thing that you're going to achieve is just kind of like clarity on that. But first you kind of have to move through this this energy, this kind of darker energy, whether this is within yourself or this is like pertaining to another person, or it could even be both for some of you as well. I do kind of want to see if I can get more information on this needle and thread though for you. For pile 2, please, Spirit. What is this wish that will be granted for pile 2 with the needle and thread? What is this wish that will be granted? Oh, wow, look at that. So we have the sun coming out. That's a beautiful energy. The sun is like the most positive card in the deck. So this is happiness. This is fulfillment. This is clarity. This is... It's just all the good things. It's just all the good things, pile number 2. So I feel like you're going to be moving out of a darker sort of uncertain time period in your life, and you're moving to a more fruitful, abundant, happy, joyful period of life. And it comes from you letting go of either a person or a way of being that has been keeping you kind of stuck. And I do feel like you're going to be trusting yourself a lot more as well. I feel like that's something that's coming through pile number 2. So I love that the sun came out. That's a great way to end your reading, I feel. It's a very, very beautiful, beautiful energy. And it's also a yes card. So, you know, if you've asked for something, whether it's inspiration, a new beginning, you know, like I was saying, some of you might want to like be an entrepreneur of some sort. Like that's a yes card. Like, yes, your wish is going to be granted here. A sincere wish that will benefit you and the people around you, pile number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you, pile 2. I do hope that this reading was helpful and that it resonated with you. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi, pile 3. If you chose this fluorite, then this is going to be your reading where we are looking at what your next achievement will be. So we're going to go ahead and get in. We're going to start off with your tarot. So I'm going to place your oracle cards to the side. And let's see, what will you achieve next? For pile 3, please, Spirit, pile number 3. So I was initially being shown like a deer in headlights, and I was like, what is that about? I feel like your next achievement may kind of catch you by surprise a little bit, and you might look like a deer in headlights for some of you is what I'm hearing. But let's see. For pile 3, please, Spirit, what will pile number 3's next achievement be? What will they achieve next? So we have the Star, the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Emperor, and we have Justice. I love it. So something's going in your favor here. So the first thing that I'm picking up on pile number 3, and this may not resonate with all of you, but the first thing that I'm picking up on is like a family. So the 10 of Pentacles, you know, this is literally about family. It's about lineage. It's about generational wealth, things of that nature. And the Emperor can honestly be like a dad card. So for especially like my feminines out there who are like either with their divine masculine or looking for their divine masculine to have a family with, I feel like this is like the next thing to come in for you. Like this will be your next achievement. For those of you who have been wishing for, let's say, like children, to have a child, to conceive, or, you know, just have a child, I do feel like this is something that may happen next. And I don't typically do like pregnancy predictions and things of that nature, but that is something that I initially felt here. Pile number 3. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Cups, which can definitely like signify a child because it's page energy, but also the Page of Cups is a card of surprises. So I do feel like this is something that's going to kind of catch you off guard a little bit. I am noticing under that we have the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. It's going to come to you at a period when like maybe you've just experienced some sort of a disappointment, or you've kind of been in that energy of like feeling like things just aren't going right. And then suddenly, all of a sudden, Justice energy, things are going in your favor. Things are going right. Now, for those of you where like the family thing doesn't really resonate, I feel like this is about career, possibly, especially if you're an entrepreneur with the Emperor energy. This could be about business. This could be, you know, your business really taking off. This could be about your career really taking off. You having an increase in pay that really sets you up, and potentially your family lineage, if you decide to have children in the future, or if you have children, to set them up for, you know, financial prosperity as well with that 10 of Pentacles. The Star, you know, this is literally a wish fulfillment. Like your wish is being granted, pile number 3. And it's very interesting because I'm saying like, what's your next achievement here? In the sense of like, what have you been working towards that you will achieve next? But I kind of feel like this is something that's coming to you, like a wish that you had that's being granted. And that's not to say that you didn't put in any effort. I feel like you probably have with the Emperor here, but I feel like, you know, things maybe just weren't aligned for this wish to come in. And I think it's kind of coming in just randomly, unexpectedly, you know? And it's like with Justice here, it just feels like it's just feeling like fairness, you know, like things are finally, or life is feeling more fair to you, if that makes sense. I kind of want to clarify, and I didn't do this for pile 1, but I did do it for pile 2, and I kind of feel like I want to clarify for you as well. So let's see. Spirit, can you clarify the Star, please? Clarify the Star, please. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's something that's going to take you by surprise, for sure. So we have the 5 of Swords. So this is something that maybe you lost hope about. Because the 5 of Swords can really be an energy of defeat. You know, it's something that you're still thinking about a lot, but it's like, is this going to happen? will I see this like wish come true? Will this come to fruition? You know, this kind of feels like an energy of defeat. And like I was saying, you know, that Five of Cups energy, this may come at a time where you're at a low point, or you just came out of a low point where you're not really having a whole lot of faith in whatever this is. And I want to get a little bit more information because, like I said, it could either be like you starting a family, it could be in business, it could be a couple of different things here. But it's something that I feel like you would have either like be at the precipice of giving up hope on. So, Spirit, can you clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please? The Two of Cups. Look at that. Yeah. So if you've been wanting like your divine counterpart, you've been wanting to create a family, that's what I feel like this is for probably many of you that chose this pile for the Two of Cups to come out. Like, I feel like you're either with your divine counterpart now, or you're going to meet your divine counterpart or be with your divine counterpart very soon here. And this is, you know, Ten of Pentacles. This is someone that you're going to be with for a long time. This is very stable, grounded energy. Can you clarify the Emperor, please, Spirit? We have the Page of Wands. So I feel like you're definitely going to feel very excited about life. And once again, the Page energy is making me think of children. So you may end up having a child if that's something that you want, if you want to have children, like I said. But this can also just be you feeling very excited about life, you know, or even about a person, feeling very excited about a person. Spirit, can you clarify Justice, please? We have the Devil. Yeah, things have been stuck and stagnant for you, pile number 3. Things have been stuck. And things are finally coming back into balance. Like, things are finally going to be fair to you. You know, you may have felt like life just isn't fair. Like, you may see other people achieving certain things, maybe like having romantic relationships, settling down, having families, and you're like, when is it my turn? You know? And I feel like the next thing for you is that, like, what you want is what you're going to get. You're going to experience more fairness in your life, more balance within your life. And this Devil energy is being released, this feeling of being stuck, and also any kind of fear that you may have. It could even be fear that, you know, things won't work out for you. That's also being released because it clearly is, you know. Spirit, can you clarify Page of Wands, please? The Four of Wands. Look at that. Celebration. Also marriage. And a stable home life. So I feel like for some of you, like, I do feel like for some of you this is like a divine masculine, or like a divine counterpart here that you will be coming into union with. And this is someone that I feel like you're going to feel very, very excited about. I feel like this is someone that is very excitable. And like even the Page of Wands is about starting a new journey, you know, starting something that you're really, really excited and joyful about. So, you know, whether this is business for you, like you could be going down a new path within your career that you're really, really excited about. This is something that's really stable, something that's really just, I just feel longevity with this energy, essentially. Like, this isn't something fleeting, whether this is in career, business, or in love and family. You know, this is something solid, you know, with the Four of Wands being here. I just feel a lot of excitement, a lot of passion. You know, if this is another person, like I said, like you're starting this new journey with this person of, you know, whether you're coming into union with this person for the first time, or it could even be reunion for some of you, or you're already with someone and you're starting a family. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of joy here. And I feel like with the Four of Wands, because, you know, this is a card of celebration, I feel like other people around you are going to feel very excited as well, you know, very supportive of this as well. So it's not just you or you and another person. Like, it feels like there's a community or just people, friends, family, what have you, that are around you that are celebrating this achievement, this success, this exciting new beginning within your life. We do have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, definitely new, exciting, passionate beginnings. And there's so much joy and fulfillment coming in for you, pile number 3. This is very, very, very cool. Like very interesting energy. I'm very excited for you. But let's get into your oracle cards now. So you guys have Maple Spirit with Generosity. So I kind of feel like with this being here and the Justice card being here, which is about fairness, I feel like there's going to definitely be more equal give and take within your life, just in a general sense. What you give is what you're going to get. So, you know, in relation to, let's say, another person, a divine counterpart here, you know, this will be a connection that is definitely very fair, very balanced. What you give to this connection is what you're going to get out of this connection. Like you and this person, I'm just being drawn. I keep looking at this card here, the Two of Cups. Like the two of you are just in sync. And there's such a beautiful balance and duality within this connection, pile number 3. Whether you already know this person or not, I just feel like your life is just more fair, or it's going to become more fair, and you're definitely going to feel it. And I feel like the relationships in your life are going to be more fair, more well balanced. What you give is what you're going to get. And I think that might be something that has been lacking in your life. Let's see what else you have. The Sun. Love that. Number 1. And 23 in numerology is 5, which is about change. And then number 1 is about new beginnings, the Sun energy. Very beautiful. This is a very exciting, happy new beginning in your life. Pile number 3. You have so much excitement and joy and happiness on its way to you, and it's coming to you through a wish fulfillment that I feel like you would have maybe started doubting or just lost hope about. So you have new beginnings coming to you. That Ace of Wands at the back of the deck, there's a lot of passion and a lot of excitement, a lot of joy coming to you. I feel like for a lot of you, through partnership, through family, having kids, settling down, getting married, like all of those beautiful things I feel like are on the horizon for you. Obviously not all at once necessarily, but you know, like if you're single right now, the first step would be coming into union with your divine counterpart, right? So I feel like that would be the new start for you, you know, and this is going to be a connection that's very fiery, very passionate, very exciting, but also I feel like has the ability to be very stable as well with the Four of Wands. There's longevity here with the Ten of Pentacles. So it's not something fleeting is essentially what I'm getting at, you know, because sometimes when things are really fun and exciting and passionate, you know, it can fizzle out just as quickly as it was ignited. But I don't think that's the case with this, you know. Ten of Pentacles, this is long term. So very beautiful energy. Let's take a look at your tea leaves. You guys have shield. You need to defend yourself. Lion, time to act. So that's kind of like that emperor energy, that kind of like go-getter energy. So whether this is you or another person, there's action being taken on something that either you want or both of you are wanting, if this has to do with another person for you. We have Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. And we have Seahorse with family matters. Yeah. So as it relates to, I guess, anyone in your life that's like resonates as being the Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person, this could even just be like an energy. Even if it's not like a specific person that you're around, this could just be a general energy of even just like random people that you come across in life. I feel like you are going to kind of have this confidence within yourself to stand up for yourself. If you're someone that's been very passive when it comes to maybe aggressive people or argumentative people, I feel like you're going to be kind of taking on this energy of just being more confident and having the ability to really defend yourself. It's kind of like a random message to come through considering the rest of your spread. But yeah, it just feels like an energy of you having a lot of confidence in yourself, to the point where you're not letting anything or anyone cross you, like, or anything or anyone disrupt you, your happiness, your joy, or even your family, So that's very interesting energy to come through, but it definitely feels like with Lion here, like the time is now, time to act. So whether this is you pursuing some sort of like career goal, entrepreneurship, the time is now to act. Or, this could be spirit really referencing that the time is now for you and another person to come together or even come back together. For some of you, I'm feeling. And I love that the seahorse is here with family matters. I mean, we've been talking about family, I feel like you're either starting a family or your family, friends, the people around you are going to be really supportive of you in this next phase or this next chapter of your life, pile number 3. I was also getting the message here that, and I don't really do like health type stuff. Obviously, talk to medical professionals about things, but I do feel like I needed to mention that, especially if you're trying to start a family and either you or your partner is going through pregnancy or will be going through a pregnancy in the future, there is potentially maybe something having to do with like a doctor or a medical professional that maybe you have to put your foot down with regarding certain things. So, and I know this does happen where maybe medical professionals aren't like listening to your concerns, for example. Really put your foot down if you feel like your needs are not being met or your concerns are not being heard by your medical professionals. I just feel like that's something that wanted to come through here. If you feel like something is wrong, or if you feel, or like I said, you just have a concern about something and if you feel like you're not really being heard, really put your foot down and don't be afraid to defend yourself. Don't be afraid to do that. That's not something that you should be passive with. Your health is always very, very important. So if you feel like your concerns are not being heard or your needs are not being met, don't be afraid to, like I said, put your foot down and defend yourself and your health, or even like your partner if you're not the one carrying the children or the child. And that can just be in a general sense. Like, don't be afraid to put your foot down with certain things. Be like the lion, be courageous, pile 3. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you, pile number 3. I do hope that this reading was helpful and that it resonated with you. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!